What is going on, my sexy gamers? It is that one dude, Shotgun 6343. I'm gonna take it back because I don't know what that was. Last month was great for video games. There was tons of great games that came out last month. So I was thinking to myself, why wait to the end of the year to choose the game of the year when we could choose
the game of the month?
Exactly. So every month I'll be comparing two games, the best two games in the month, in my opinion, side by side, comparing them and picking
the game of the month.
Thank you again. So I say let's get started and find out which game is
the game of the month.
Okay. Let's go. Okay, so this first game was supposed to be the second coming of Jesus Christ. Except with Titans. That's better. Of course, I'm talking about Titanfall.
Okay, so Titanfall is a fast-paced, in-your-face, oh my god, did you just see that, first-person shooter. Titanfall takes place in the future between two factions, the IMC and the Militia, and they're fighting over... Honestly, I have no idea what they're fighting over because I don't know what the story's about, but it's super duper fun to play. I'm not going to go in great detail and kind of review this game. I'm just going to tell you what I like about Titanfall. Titanfall reminds me of my favorite first-person shooter, and that is Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, and in my opinion, the best Call of Duty ever. In Call of Duty 4, you know, there was only 3 kill streaks. You had the 3 kills, you get a UAV. 5 kills, you get an airstrike, and 7 kills, you get a helicopter you didn't even control. And it's not overly done like Call of Duty is today. You know, you have like 20 different kill streaks or point streaks. You know, it comes down to who's better at shooting the gun. You or me. And that's what Titanfall is all about. It's so simplistic, and I'm a simple person, and that is why I love this game. But of course, what makes this game so unique is the Titans. There are 3 different types of Titans. You got the Atlas, the Strider, and the Ogre. The Atlas is the most balanced Titan with his core ability being his super move, being a damage core, which increases its damage output for a short amount of time. Then you get the Strider, the quickest Titan. He has less shields, but he has infinite number of dashes when you activate his core ability. And then you have the Ogre, who is a super slow Titan. He has 1 dash, more shields, and his core ability is more damage protection. I cannot stress enough how fun Titanfall is. If you're a multiplayer gamer, there is no reason why you should not be playing Titanfall. It is over-the-top, in-your-face action. Yes, it is only 6 versus 6, but it feels much more than that. Secondly, you will never forget the first time when a Titan picks you up and puts you inside him and then the screens turn on. It is glorious. And then being able to take down a Titan as a pilot, I mean, this feels like David versus Goliath. I mean, this game offers so much more than your typical first-person shooter. Yes, it has the same structure as a first-person shooter, but it's definitely much more. Now, people would say, oh, it only offers 5 online game modes, and it doesn't even have a campaign. It just kind of has a narrative or a little dialogue before an online match that is quote-unquote its campaign. Yes, it does have some shortcomings, but being a new IP, I think Respawn introduced something that could definitely change, I wouldn't say revolutionize, but definitely change what we know as first-person shooters, and definitely changes something that I want because Call of Duty is definitely getting stale on me. Yes, it is a console exclusive to the Xbox One, but if you have a PC, there is no reason why you should not be playing Titanfall.
Okay, so moving on to the next game, Sony decided to put a lot of stock behind this game, being the 3rd installment and having the best looking puddles next gen has to offer. Of course, the game I'm talking about is InFamous Second Son.
Seem to be getting the hang of your new symptoms, right?
And of course, the only downside being that, nope. Can't think of anything. This is pretty freaking awesome.
InFamous Second Son is the reason I bought a PS4. Yes, there's a lot of good games out on the PS4, but I don't think there's that many great games, and InFamous is one of many great games that I think they're going to come out this year to the PS4. This is Sucker Punch's 3rd installment to the InFamous franchise, and in this game we take control of Delsin Rowe. Long gone is Cole McGrath of InFamous 1 and 2, and we have a new protagonist, or antagonist, depending on how you play it. Now, Delsin Rowe is played and voiced by none other than Troy Baker, who also voiced Joel in The Last of Us. Now, one thing that Sucker Punch changed when capturing the performance in this Infamous game compared to other Infamous games is facial recognition. That's where they put all those little dots on your face, the little balls, and they capture every little wrinkle, smirk, everything that the actors portray during, saying these scenes, it comes on into the game. So when you're looking at Delsin Rowe and he is in this cutscene and you see that emotion in his face, that's exactly what Sucker Punch captured Troy Baker doing. And all these actors in this game did a fantastic job, and I was blown away by these performances. So Delsin Rowe is a Native American rebel who loves to spray paint, and early on in the game, he accidentally finds out that he is a bioterrorist that can absorb other conduit's powers just by touching them. Long story short, some of your tribe members have some concrete in their legs because of what you did, and you go on a quest to go get concrete powers to heal them. Not joking, that's more or less the basis of the story. So moving on to gameplay, this gameplay is drastically different than all other Infamous games. When you were Cole McGrath in Infamous 1 and 2, you are more confined to the ability of electricity. However, in Infamous Second Son, without spoiling anything, you have up to 4 different powers, each one drastically different than the last. Now, unfortunately, you can't change powers on the fly. It would be sweet if you could, because those would be some sick-ass combos. Instead, you actually have to find a power source that relates to the power that you want to use. One of my favorite things about the Infamous franchise is being able to do what you want, when you want, and how you want, and this game is no different. I was actually a nerd one time, and I marked the spot on the map, and I wanted to see which conduit power can travel the fastest. So I went through every conduit powers, all 4 of them, to the spot on the map, one at a time, timed it, and see which one was fastest. I mean, that's what I love about this game, is this game is more of an open sandbox game. You can do what you want. I mean, you want to do the story missions, by all means. You want to do the side missions, you want to do one or the other, more or the other, you want to mix them up. Do what you want when you want. You want to go destroy things, go destroy things. If you want to chill out with the people, with signs, and listen to music, do all that stuff you want, and that's what I love about this game. It doesn't confine you to more of a linear path. It's open to do whatever you want, and that's what I love about Infamous games. If you have a PS4, I highly recommend to play this game. Whether you buy it or you rent it, this is a must-play for all PlayStation 4 owners.
Okay, so I guess it's time to pick a winner, and this one was a tough one. On the one hand, you got an awesome single player, and on the other hand, you got an awesome multiplayer. And I love both single player and multiplayer games, and thinking about it, I kind of want to change my pick, but if I had to go with one, I would go with Infamous Second Son. I felt that Infamous Second Son was a better overall experience that was more polished. Now don't get me wrong, Titanfall is awesome, and quite honestly, I'll probably be playing Titanfall more throughout this year than I will Infamous Second Son. Now that doesn't mean that, okay, Titanfall should win, it's just that Titanfall has more replay value. But overall experience, I feel that Infamous Second Son was just better. Now that's just my opinion, of course it means absolutely nothing. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought the game of the month was. And as always, please like, favorite, and subscribe. I don't know why I said favorite, that's Twitter, but you can also follow me on Twitter at Shotgun6343. So, till next time guys, take it easy.